Anyways, I have something that's so sweet. I have to share this. If you were here with us a little while ago, you heard the Johnson School Peacemakers were here, the second graders that came in and sang.
The little guys.
Yes, the little cuties. And we have one of the little ones, Turner Brunel, brought over $1 out of his pocket. It was, allowance money from Johnson School fourth grader. So Turner's dollar. So
awesome.
If you're sitting at home and you haven't even donated $1, come on now. This is from a second grader. So please, I encourage you to do so. So join it. Even, donate as much as you're able. NatickServiceCouncil.org.
I mean, if you think about it, as somebody said earlier, if every person in the town of Natick donated $1, just like our friend did here, we would reach our goal and then some.
We would. So we need everybody to do that.
There you
But
go.
there are some people who have already done so. So I want to give a few shouts out, some names. Let's see here. Beginning with, we have the folks over at the pasta night at the Sons of Italy. So far, they're up to about $580. So we want to give, thank you so much. We talked earlier, what's better than drinking, eating, and donating, raising money? I don't know, pasta night, eating pasta and donating, that's a pretty good thing too. So we got both of them going on here. It's the telethon. A couple other names I want to read off and thank for their donations. So we have...
You got two of those things going?
Yeah, it's technology coming out of both hands.
I'd lose them
So
both.
here we go. So James McLaughlin, if you're watching, thank you, James. Everybody, thank you, James. Rebecca Sherman. We have Seth Levine. And speaking of which, I think now is probably time. At the top of the show, I had said that there was a local business, pretty large business, who has stepped up and offered some raffle prizes. So I'd like to choose a winner for the first raffle prize, which is from Distinctive Hospitality Group. They have a hotel package. It's called the Game Day Package for the Hampton Inn Boston Natick, an overnight stay with breakfast. So for everybody who has made a donation tonight, your name is in this jar, and I'm about to pick the winner. Who can it be? Ooh, who's it gonna be? So if I call your name, you are the winner. We have Rebecca Sherman. So Rebecca Sherman, if you're watching, right? Or if you know her, let her know she just won and have her contact the Service Council, 508-655-1791, and we'll make sure you get your Hampton Inn gift certificate. And thank you again to Distinctive Hospitality Group. So all that being said.
You talk about the Hampton Inn?
Yes.
We've been talking all night long of people who have been involved in the community for years. Vi Tatuni being one of, and Judy D'Antonio, who were on earlier, the older generation, seeing Mikey Machem as the younger generation. The challenge I have is for somebody to tell me what the Hampton Inn was called before it was the Hampton Inn. Everybody can think about that while our next people are...
All I can say is the Skybox restaurant over there. If you haven't been, check it out.
Yeah.
It's a great place.
Yep.
But we're at top of the hour here. So again, thank everybody for watching, for staying tuned and following along with us. We're having lots of fun here, as you can tell.
2 hours down, 1 to go.
Is that it?
That's it.
Woo! So if you haven't donated yet, or if you have, maybe do it again. Appreciate that. Thanks for watching. But now is the most exciting time. We get to update the tote board and all the pennies, nickels, dimes, and dollars that have come in since we started. So we began with 28. Let's see where we're at now. Do we have a new number? Anybody back there? Is Oz behind the screen?
There it is.
Holy smokes.
But now, wait a minute. What's the goal?
We're looking towards 45. Our goal is $45,000.
So
45. So we still have, what's the math?
I don't know. I told everybody at the beginning, I did not have Mr. Troy as a math teacher, so I do not know. I am sorry. But it's about $4,000.
All right. So we
Let's
have
make it 5, and then we know we're there.
5,000. That's right.
Yeah.
So we have 1 hour left to hit $5,000. So that means we need you and the person sitting next to you and the person across from you. We need all of you to, now is the time. Please donate. 508-655-1791, NatickServiceCouncil.org. Please donate. We got to hit our goal.
Right. Absolutely.
Don't we?
We do.
We do. You going to help us get there?
Yeah.
All right.
Did you figure the math out?
No.
No, okay.
I tried. I got to do some ciphering first. I get my abacus out.
Yeah.
I guess we're up again. Thank you, Jill. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you.
Like I said, we like to perpetuate the oldies and so forth. So Peter probably remembers most of these. See if you know who did these songs.
Thank you so much.
Peter.
Thank you.
to need you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and holds you tight. So happy together. If I should call you up the best of time, and you say you belong to me, and ease my mind, imagine how the world could be so very fine, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life.
Come on, Maureen.
Me and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. Happy together. Happy together. How is the weather? We're happy together.
See if you know who does this one.
I guessed it, but I had to have help. Turtles.
Turtles. How about this one?
Give me a ticket for an airplane. I ain't got time to take no fast train. The only days are gone, I'm a going home. Oh, baby, she wrote me a letter.
Here it is. You got it.
I don't care how much money I gotta spend. Gotta get back to my baby again. The only days are gone, I'm a going home. Oh, baby, she wrote me a letter. Yes, she wrote me a letter, said she couldn't live without me no more. Listen, mister, can't you see I got to get back to my baby once more? Anyway, yeah, give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take no fast train. The lonely days are gone, I'm a going home. Oh, baby, she wrote me a letter. Yes, she wrote me a letter, said she couldn't live without me no more. Listen, mister, can't you see I got to get back to my baby once more? Anyway, yeah, give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take no fast train. And lonely days are gone, I'm a going home. My baby, she wrote me a letter. My baby, she wrote me a letter. My baby, she wrote me a letter.
See if you know this one.
Oh, no, I don't know that one.
I know it. Wait. I was doing the wrong key. I took my troubles out in my room roof. You know that gypsy with the gold cap too. She's got a pad down a dirty Vulcan line, selling little bottles of the potion number 9. I told her that I was a flop with chicks. I've been this way since 1966. She bent down and turned around and made a magic sign. She said, sing. It smelled like turpentine and looked like it did eat. I held my nose, I closed my eyes, I took a drink. I didn't know if it was day or night. I started kissing everything in sight. But when I kissed the cop down a dirty Balkan ride, he broke my little bottle of love potion number 9. When I held my nose, I closed my eyes, I took a drink. I didn't know if it was day or night. I started kissing everything in sight. But when I kissed the cop down a 30 Golden Line, he broke my little bottle of love potion number 9. Love potion number 9. Love potion number 9.
There you go.
Very
That
nice
was
job.
the Searchers? Maureen knows them all. And that young kid, he
No.
well, he can do the box stops. He's half your age.
I have to stand corrected. I said that you're picking all these people that are like a whole generation doesn't know any of them. Yes, Greg over here on camera number, what are you, Greg, 1? Are you on camera number 1? Knew the box stops.
Half your age.
I was like, well, okay. I mean, I knew the words.
Who you got next?
I knew me.
There you go.
All right, you guys gonna take a break?
There you go.
That is R&R. They are our very special guests, musical guests tonight. We've had a whole bunch of musical guests, a whole bunch of acts that you have seen in terms of the dancing, the kids from Johnson School. Again, we are here to raise money for the Natick Service Council. It is Neighbors Helping Neighbors. It is the telethon. We are live here in the studio, which is what's part of the fun of having a live event here. All 3 of the cameras are run by students, and I should mention this, are students from the high school. Greg over here on the camera to my right did know the box stops, and so I have to stand corrected because I mentioned an hour or so ago that a lot of what they were playing are groups that a generation of people don't remember, like Jim Croce and all those that I grew up with, I have to admit. As we mentioned, this is Natick Service Council. Make sure to call 508-655-1791. Go online, make a donation. I have a very special guest now joining us here. Dr. Mark Blumenthal, you are the president of the Natick Rotary.
Yes, I am.
From what I understand, Natick Service Council, Natick Rotary, we kind of work hand in hand.
Yes, we do. So Natick, the Rotary Club of Natick is an organization that we do as much as we can to help people in Natick, service in Natick, and so it's a really natural fit for us to work with the Service Council.
Mm-hmm. And how, in what way are you guys working as Rotarians with the council?
We actually work with them in many ways. You know, probably the most common one that a lot of people do in Natick is we volunteer at the food pantry.
Okay.
So we have a number of our members every month who will go work at the food pantry. We also, at the holiday time, when the Service Council is delivering baskets of food around Thanksgiving, we will help deliver those baskets. At the holidays, we'll help gather presents and we'll wrap presents. We actually, the last thing we do, not the last thing, but one of the other things that we do is we work in a program. The club has a program in the middle school called the Grant Program, where we donate money to the middle schools to help kids kind of stay involved with their peers for non-academic, non-academic things. And then we partner very closely with the Service Council in right. these students and helping them get further resources if they need it. So we work very closely in that as well.
A lot of that goes to the need that is there, but also the really not, proud is the wrong word. I mean, not wanting to actually come out and ask for help. Organizations like the Rotary, with what you're doing in the middle schools, helps identify a need, helps connect to the Service Council, and Service Council back to everywhere else. That's.
Yeah, you know, I think everybody, you know, people in town who are interested in helping our fellow citizens, it's not about getting notoriety for it. It's trying to find where the need is and doing what we can to help. And so sometimes it's raising money to donate money. I know this week a call went out because the food pantry was short on food, and so we had our meeting this week, and a bunch of Rotarians brought some food in, and we brought it over to the Service Council. So anytime there's a need that we can help fill, whether it's manpower or items, we'll do what we can.
Dr. Mark Blumenthal is my guest now. He's the president of the Natick Rotary. Your request for food amongst the Rotarians helped tremendously, I understand, to the food pantry.
That's great to hear. That's great to hear.
Yeah, that's good. Tell us a little bit more in terms of somebody wants to help Rotary, or get involved in Rotary. How do they do that?
Well, thank you for asking that. Rotary is, as I said, we're a local service organization, but we're also part of an international organization with 35,000 clubs around the world.
Right.
Our club tends to focus locally on Natick, and we meet every Tuesday at the Dolphin Restaurant at 12:15. Okay. So if anybody's interested in learning about Rotary, feel free to stop by a meeting. Chances are you may know a Rotarian in town, yeah. And we run a number of higher profile events. Our highest profile event is on Father's Day every year. We run the Tour de Natick, which is a bike ride for families. Yep. It's in the morning, and we usually have 500 or 600 riders, and it's a great fun event. And then on the Common, we have a cookout, and it's a really nice fun event. And so that's another way to get to know us as well.
We've talked about neighbors helping neighbors, but it doesn't necessarily have to be you as an individual. Here is, Dr. Mark Blumenthal, who is the president of the Natick Rotary, has told you how Rotary has helped the Natick Service Council. It's now your turn to help the Natick Service Council. Make that phone call, 508-655-1791. Go online, natickservicecouncil.org. Make a donation there. Dr. Blumenthal, thank you very much for coming in and for your service to Natick via Rotary and what you guys are doing with the Service Council.
Well, thank you. I think the Service Council is an amazing organization, and hopefully people will give a lot today.
Yep. And speaking of giving, Jillian, I guess you have somebody that is wanting to give, from what I understand, yes? Come on to the stage. Come on, now we've done this already. You know how this works.
That almost sounded like I was going to tap dance. Yeah. Don't get excited. I'm not going to try. I'll probably break my ankle. Yes, absolutely. It was wonderful to hear about Natick Rotary. And another, can I say institution? Another household name business here in Natick is Fair & Yeager Insurance. And I'm really excited to introduce you to Mike Fair on behalf of Fair & Yeager Insurance. So welcome, Mike. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Yes. So I know the Fair & Yeager, you've been in business for, it's the third generation?
Yeah, third generation insurance agency here in Natick. I'm here tonight just to talk about a little bit about the Service Council and their great efforts.
Yeah.
I mean, throughout the town and the community, and you do some great work, and we're proud to donate some funds to help that cause, because you do exceptional work. So.
Yeah, it makes a difference. We don't receive any federal funding, so we rely on the generous donations of individuals and businesses, Rotary clubs, as well as businesses like Fair & Yeager. So we really appreciate that. And I know you also, I believe, have a food pantry, a bin, so you collect food items as well in your...
We do, yeah. Customers and employees bring in, we do the coats as well as the food throughout the winter and throughout the year. So. Try to pitch in as much as possible.
Yeah, it really makes a difference. It's incredible. I keep saying it over and over, but it's such a great feeling for me personally, and I imagine you and many others feel the same way, to be part of a community where there's so much collaboration, so much generosity, and truly neighbors helping neighbors, which is what the Service Council is all about, and that's what Fair & Yeager is all about. So we really appreciate.
Thank
you very much.
I'm handing you this check. And,
whoa. Yes. Did I catch you?
Keep it coming in.
Thank you. So natickservicecouncil.org, and thank you to Fair & Yeager. Appreciate that. We're going to hear now from another board member. Thank you.
My name is Sally McCoubry. Good evening. Thank you for watching tonight. I've been a member of the Natick Service Council for a year and a half. I'm on the Governance Committee and the Finance Committee. I've lived in Natick for 33 years, and I became a board member because I wanted to be part of this organization that helps neighbors helping neighbors. Thank you for watching, and have a great evening.
Welcome back. This is the Natick Service Council Telethon. I'm Pete Mundy. Glad to be one of your co-hosts tonight. Jillian Vorses is the other one. She's off running, getting the next group, I guess, together. We had a tremendous check presentation from Fair and Yeager Insurance. We want to thank them. And we want to thank you for also making a donation. How do you do it? Look at the screen, www.natickservicecouncil.org, or make a phone call, 508-655-1791. Our next entertainment guest, I have asked to actually introduce because I can't read what half of the stuff is. Now, this is Lori White from the Lori White.
Yep, the White School of Irish Step Dancing here in Natick.
In Natick. Now, where here in Natick? I mean, I know it's here, but
yes, we're located.
We're in Pegasus right now.
Yes, so we're about a mile down the road at the VFW Hall, just right off of Route 135 before Speen Street.
Before Speen Street. And it's Irish step dancing.
It is Irish step dancing, and I will not be doing it for you, but we have 125 students.
Wait a minute. Oh, not here.
Not here tonight.
I was like, we don't have enough room in here.
No. We have about 13 students, some girls and a boy, and they're going to be doing three different routines for you tonight.
You want to introduce the first one?
Yes, so the dancers could introduce themselves at the end, but the first performance, come on out, folks, is a light jig. And, yep, come on right out.
Come on out.
And so the light jig is a very lively dance. When people think of Irish step, they think of doing an Irish jig. So we have students here tonight.
No, you're fine.
That are going to be doing a light jig for you.
Very nice, ladies. Don't go too far away. Don't go away. Don't go away. Come here. No, you come here. I'm going to stay over here with this only because it's just going to be easier because that was very nicely done. Now that was what?
That was a light jig.
A light jig. Mm-hmm. Is there a heavy jig?
There is a heavy jig. We're going to see a little bit of that later on, but
Okay.
we're calling it a treble reel.
A treble reel. Okay. So if Randy in the back or whoever's in the back, you need to turn that. Oh, there we go.
Good.
It was over there. Perfectly timed. I love when things happen. Before we introduce the next group, once again, why are we here? Natick Service Council Telethon. It's neighbors helping neighbors. Call 508-655-1791. Make a donation online. Lori White from the White School of Irish Step Dancing
Yep.
is here. That was a light jig. You have another one.
Yes, we do. And so our next performance is going to be a traditional dance called the St. Patrick's Day Set. And this is going to be danced by 3 of our students. And this is a traditional dance that's danced throughout the world for Irish steppers. So here in Natick, or whether we're at an Irish step dancing school in Dublin, Ireland, or whether we are on the mainland of Europe someplace, some Irish step dancing school, since they're really throughout the world, they would all know the St. Patrick's Day set. So some of the steps that you saw earlier were steps that were created by the individual teachers. But in this case, this is a step or a set piece that's done no matter who has taken Irish step from whatever teacher.
Before they begin, explain the costumes.
Sure. So for the white school, Adam is wearing the symbol for the white school, which is the clada.
Okay.
And many people are familiar with the clada. The heart stands for love, the hands stand for friendship, and the crown stands for loyalty right there. And so we chose that as the school symbol. My parents are from Ireland. My father is from Galway. And the clada ring is a symbol from Galway.
Right.
It was often used as a wedding ring. So in this case, in America, people are very familiar with it, that it has some Irish heritage.
Okay.
And so you'll see in some of the students, they are wearing either the Celtic designs that you can see here, that are all unique. Mary Kate and Maggie have solo costumes, which when the students get to a particular level, they're able to have a costume that is unique, different than a school costume, which many of the students in the same school have. And the Celtic designs are from the Book of Kells, which is located in Trinity College in Ireland. Really? And so it basically goes back to the illuminated manuscripts that the monks had created way back when, the Gospels years ago. So that's the, they look very different from what they would look like in Trinity College in Ireland, where the Book of Kells is located. But that's part of what makes each of the solo dresses unique.
So there you go. Everybody at home, you just had an education. I'm not quite sure what she said. We'll have to absorb all of that, but reintroduce what they're doing.
So they are going to be dancing a St. Patrick's Day set.
That's awesome. Introduce the three.
So this is my lovely niece. This is Mary Kate. This is our very handsome student, Adam. And this is another good friend. Her mother is also the teacher, Mary Ann Lagan, and her name is Maggie. And I should also give praise to Mary Kate's mom, who is also a teacher, Dawn. And then we have a fourth teacher, Julia, who doesn't have any kids in the school just yet. She has 3 boys, and I think the oldest is 4. So hopefully we'll have some more boys coming along.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you, guys.
And then our last routine, if some of the girls would come out for the last routine. So the last routine, we're having some of our older students dance. And unlike the costumes that you saw previously, whether it was a solo costume or whether it was a school uniform, these students are wearing more of a show costume. We kept the color of maroon, which is the color of the school, along with the clada symbol, because maroon is the color for County Galway, as I mentioned, where my dad is from. And they're going to be doing a routine. It's a treble reel, but they are doing it without any musical accompaniment. Okay. So the jig shoes, I mentioned that they had done a light jig earlier. That's done in the soft shoe, but the students are also going to be dancing tonight in the hard shoe, just like the St. Patrick's Day you saw a minute ago. With the hard shoe, they have taps on the toes and also on the heels, so that's what makes the noise. But in this particular routine, they have to listen to one another since there is no music to hear the rhythm and the timing, so they really have to rely on each other as a group in order to dance in a synchronized fashion.
Awesome.
All right, so whenever you're ready to go.
Ready, set, and go.
We're sending it to the band right now.
What we need to do is we need to introduce these young ladies, and we need to bring the first group back out. We didn't get a chance to introduce them. Come on out, girls.
Yeah, that's fine.
Who was in the first group?
So I'm going to hand the microphone off. Can we have the first group? Come on, the first group, the light jig people. And if it's okay, they
that's
can
fine.
say their name
Yeah.
and how many years they've been taking.
I'm Isabel Greenstein. I've been dancing for 5 years. I'm Caroline. I've been dancing for 7 years.
I'm Katie. I've been dancing for 5 years.
I'm Shannon. I've been dancing for 8 years. I'm Sarah. I've been dancing for 2 years.
I'm Sarah. I've been dancing for 7 years.
And I'm going to hand it to the kids now
Yep.
that they got a chance to
Yep.
take a break in the back.
Catch their breath.
Yep, to catch their breath.
I'm Fiona, and I've been dancing for 10 years. I'm Olivia. I've been dancing for 7 years.
I'm Sophia. I've been dancing for 10 years.
Hi, I'm Jean. I've been dancing for 9 years.
I'm Rachel, and I've been dancing for 7 years.
That's awesome. Why don't you bring the other three back in? Come on over in the front. As we've been mentioning from the top of the show, we have a live audience here. You want to come down and visit us? We're at the Natick Pegasus Studios. The entrance is right off of Sumner Street. This is the Laurie White School of Irish Step Dance, right?
Yeah,
Did I do it
White
right?
with the Y, W-H-Y-T-E.
All right, there you go.
Yep, thank you very much. Why don't we do one last bow and stamp? All right, nice job. Thank you for having us.
As we have been saying since the top of the show, we are here for the Natick Service Council Telethon. Your donation is huge, 508-655-1791. Or you can do it online, natickservicecouncil.org. My partner, Jillian, you're over there. Oh, you're in with them now? You're going to sing with them?
Where am I? You're doing a great job. This is nice watching you.
Thank you.
You're doing great.
You're going to sing with them now?
We don't want that to happen.
Okay. All right.
Everybody will shut off their TVs.
All right, so back again. Our friends, R&R.
Thank you, Peter. Just want to say again, we're so proud to be here tonight at the Natick Service Council Telethon. Neighbors helping neighbors, right? And we have to raise another maybe 5, 6, 8,000? Sure. Let's go big.
45 is the
right?
goal. That's right.
Here's a song by Creedence Clearwater. Everyone loves them. Just got home from Illinois, locked the front door, oh boy. Got to sit down, take a rest on the porch. Imagination sets in, pretty soon I'm singing. Do, 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 looking out my back door. There's a giant doing cartwheels, statue wearing high heels. Look at all the happy creatures dancing on the lawn. Dinosaur controller, listening to my goings. Do, 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 looking out my back door. Tambourines and elephants all playing in the band. Won't you take a ride on the flying spoon? Do, do, wondrous apparition, mighty fine magician. Do, 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 looking out my back door. apparition, mighty fine magician. Looking out my back door. I just got home from Illinois, locked the front door, oh boy. Got to sit down, take a rest on the porch. Bother me tomorrow, today I got no sorrow. Looking out my back door. Looking out my back door. Ricky Nelson. Ricky Nelson. I said hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart, sweet Mary Lou. I'm so in love with you. I knew Mary Lou. We'd never part, so hello, Mary Lou, goodbye, heart. Can't speak by one sunny day, flash those big brown eyes my way, knew I wanted you forevermore. I'm the one that gets around, swear my feet's up to the ground, so I never did see you before. I said hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart, sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. I knew Mary Lou, we'd never part, so hello, Mary Lou, goodbye, heart. I saw your lips, I heard your voice, maybe I just had no choice, my horses couldn't make me stay away. I thought about the moonlit night, arms around you. That's all I had to say, or me to say. I said, hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart, sweet Mary Lou. I'm so in love with you. I knew Mary Lou. We'd never part, so hello, Mary Lou. Hello, Mary Lou. Hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart. Here you go, Ricky Nelson. Thank you. Turn it back over to you guys.
I gotcha.
That's R&R, our special
After
guest
when I
here
go
in the
out,
studio.
I'm
Once
gonna do the
again,
check
it's Natick
presentation.
Service Council's telethon.
I
We are
also-
getting real close to the 9 o'clock hour. We're getting real close to reaching our goal. We still have a little way to go, but we need you to make a phone call, 508-655-1791. We need you to go online, natickservicecouncil.org, and make a donation. Somebody who's joining me now is somebody who I met a couple weeks ago before we started putting this whole telethon together. And she has a very special story to tell, I guess is the best way to say this. This is Jeanette Serretter. You are the Director of Community Service at Rivers School.
Correct.
How is Rivers School connected to the Natick Service Council?
That's a great question. The Rivers School has been partnering with the Natick Service Council for over 20 years. Okay. We have an extensive outreach program that covers many, many different areas of need. And we've found that by working closely with agencies on a reciprocal basis, that it works better. Yeah. It's not a one-shot deal. It's something that can build over time. Patty Schaefer's been a great partner with us. Our middle school especially does a weekly project with the Service Council in the food pantry, often doing tasks that wouldn't get done otherwise.
Like what, for instance?
Well, they've stuffed envelopes.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
They sort food. Yeah. We actually had a 9th grade group come recently that were able to assemble the heart-healthy snack packages that, having many hands, clearly makes light work, and the students put away the job very quickly.
Now, for everybody at home that's tuning in, Rivers School is located exactly where?
We're located on the Natick-Weston border.
Yeah, on the
We're
border.
in Weston, but we have our summer camp, the Nonesuch camp, that's actually in Natick. And so we feel a very close tie to our next-door neighbor community.
Again, as we said at the top, it's neighbors helping neighbors.
Truly.
Rivers School is a neighborhood school because anybody that's driven by it, you don't realize it's a school until you've gone by it, if you know what I mean, because it literally is in a neighborhood on the West End Natick line. Now, in 2011, I guess, from what I've been told, something special happened with some of the Rivers kids and the food pantry, or explain.
They were part of a special project, and it was a hunger seminar, and the senior students were actually able to design their own outreach project. And they chose the Natick Service Council as their partner and actually created the mural that decorates the outside of the Natick Vai-Tutuni food pantry. So when you go in, you see the farm mural that they made.
So this is inside the Natick Service Council, which, as we have talked about all night long, is right down the street from where we are. Kids at Rivers actually drew the mural that you see when you walk in the door.
And it was part of their curriculum. So they took Natick history, they took the history of the Service Council, they took good food practices and tied it all in. So it's quite whimsical.
And what are you doing now in terms of, how do you top that?
Well, it's a really good question, because that was a student-directed, student-created project. And it's important to recognize that traditional activities happen, and we're coming up on the giving season of the year, and the Natick Service Council has been the recipient of our school food drive project, results that we gather for the Thanksgiving food drive. The Natick Service Council and several other local pantries. It's important. We draw students from over 70 eastern Massachusetts towns, and for us to partner with the local towns, it's good for them to know that there's need even in the suburbs.
Now, we met at a meeting going over what was going on. Are you a part of the Service Council?
I am. I've been on the board about 3 years.
There you go.
And have learned so much. Just the staff has been fantastic, going out of their way, really making the board members feel welcome in their efforts. And that's another form of volunteerism, and very much needed. And it's a pleasure to work with such a dedicated group of people, and with the staff that goes above and beyond the call of duty every single day on behalf of our neighbors.
Yeah, and we've talked about it again all night long. It's neighbors helping neighbors. You met Dr. Blumenthal, who was the head of the Rotary, mentioning the same thing, the food drive, the Thanksgiving Day food drive. Your food drive is coming, or
it's coming up,
which is coming up, which will also benefit the Natick Service Council. So, Jeanette Soretto, thank you very much for sitting down with us and explaining. And I think it's a tremendous, tremendous thing, getting the younger kids involved again. We met Mikey Macham earlier tonight.
From Natick High.
From Natick High School. We have a Rivers High School connection, a Rivers School connection now. It's truly been that neighbors helping neighbors. It's your turn now. We're getting close to the 9 o'clock hour. 508-655-1791. We're trying to make this go over $5,000 or $5,000 more. No, I didn't have Mr. Troy's math, so I can't figure that out. It's 4,000. I don't know. Somebody needs to tell me what the difference is. But anyway, it was 4,008 something, I think. But anyway, how much? 4864. Maureen Sullivan sent over. She must have had Mr. Troy's math, because I did not. But anyway, Jillian, you've got some special things to tell us about.
Special things. Let's see if I can say something special. I think I can indeed. First of all, I just want to applaud River School and having Jeanette speak about volunteerism. It's so important, and just, the opportunity to be a part of this event, it's really overwhelming. I just want to let everyone know there are roughly 100 people, or possibly more, that have been involved in this effort to pull off our telethon. Our third annual telethon is a local production that's being streamed live online as well. So I'm really proud of this, and just want to thank again everybody. Also, through the night, we're having fun. There's a lot of live talent you're seeing. We've had the step dance and the Irish step dancers, etc. We're talking about volunteerism, but this is for a fundraiser, right? And so I want to, again, acknowledge some of the sponsors, the companies, the local businesses that have been a part of this and are really contributing directly to the efforts of the Natick Service Council. So as you can see here, we have a bunch of our sponsors. I want to call out Fitness Distributors. This is a great sponsor. I don't know if you're able to zoom in. Also, we talked about Middlesex Savings. We have John Everett and Sons Funeral Home. They've been a wonderful support for many, many years. We really appreciate them, as well as Natick Mills Apartments. We had Coach and Carriage we talked about. But now I am really excited to introduce you to my new friend here representing the computer guys. I'd like to welcome in Mr. James White. Everybody, welcome James. How are you? Thank you so much. It's going to be hard to shake. How can we do this, right?
Yep,
Yes.
absolutely.
So what do you have there, James?
We'd like to present the Natick Service Council with a donation for $2,500.
Wow, that is remarkable. Thank you so much. Why don't you hold this?
All right.
I'll hold the check. And you tell us a little bit about what your company is and why you chose to support the Service Council.
Well, the computer guys have been in Natick for quite a while, providing internet support, computer support for the community and for businesses. We've always been invested in the community, and we feel like the Service Council is a great organization doing a lot to help the families, like they said, neighbors helping neighbors,
Yeah.
and we want to be a part of that.
Yeah, that's wonderful. It really means a lot to us, so we appreciate this. As you're probably gathering, you've seen the numbers. Last year, the food pantry helped feed over 5,300 people. So we don't get any funding from the federal government or anything. It's all through private donations and the generous sponsors like businesses like the computer guys. So really let everybody know, on behalf of the Service Council and everybody at Natick and everyone at home, we want to thank the computer guys. So appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Happy to help.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much.
Have a great night.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. Now we're going to hear from yet another member of the Natick Service Council Board of Directors. So stay tuned. Thank you.
My name is Bob Brack, and I've been a resident in Natick since 1955. I've been involved in the Natick Service Council on the Board of Directors for 2 years, maybe 2.5 years now. I'm very interested in the town of Natick and taking care of our folks. I just appreciate being able to help out in any way I can. And it's a wonderful organization, and we really appreciate your support. Thank you.
All right, and so now we're in for a treat. We have Natick Drama Workshop with us. I've been following you guys for a while. You're going to be surprised, but you guys have a great Facebook page, by the way. So if you haven't followed them, check them out on Facebook, Natick Drama Workshop. Just want to let you know. And so you guys are going to be doing a little ditty for us. What do you have for us?
We're going to be performing some of the numbers from our show that's coming up in November, and our show is The Enchantment of Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, Beauty and the Beast is one of my most favorites. I'm excited. So you guys are all in Natick High School? Middle school?
Middle school.
Listen, this is my first time ever doing this. Would you believe that?
All right, so
tell me, Jillian, get off the stage and let us do our thing
I've got
already.
the information for you. These guys are Natick Drama Workshop. This is the thing that's nice about live TV is you don't know where your information's coming from.
It was like middle school, high school.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know. They're taller than me. I'm thinking high school. I don't know.
Well, it doesn't take much to be taller than you. Oh, who said that? This is Natick Drama Workshop. part of the Natick Park and Recs.
This is so
It's
cool.
a piece of the Natick Park, or it's actually Recreation and Parks Department that has been 50 years is what I've been told. And from what I understand, you have a show that you're about to do, and you're doing some pieces from it, right? So from the Natick Recreation and Parks, subset, Natick Drama Workshop.
Thanks for bailing me out, Peter.
So once again, the name of our show is The Enchantment of Beauty and the Beast.
Our show starts in a party at the prince's castle.
He is a cruel and arrogant prince, as shown in the song, I'm a Prince.
I'm a prince, not a duke, not an earl, but a prince. People say I'm selfish and totally egotistical. How dare they mumble such a thing, even if they're right. I'm a prince, he's a prince. I'm a prince, he's a prince. Not a lord, not a knight, but a prince, he's a prince. People think I'm ruthless and totally uncompassionate. How dare they ponder such a thing, even if they're right. I'm a prince, I'm a prince, he's a prince. Figure of a man, I'm a prince, he's a prince. I'm a prince. I'm the idol from the idol of the bourgeoisie. Fine example of royalty. There's no one quite like me, and that I am convinced. I'm a prince, he's a prince. I'm a prince, he's a prince. Not a captain, not an admiral, but a prince, he's a prince.
Is under a curse as well. Common household items have become enchanted objects, strangely human-like.
Daniel plays the Beast, and trust me, he will look very scary in his makeup and costume.
The curse will last until someone loves him for himself.
Eventually, circumstances lead Beauty to the castle of the Beast. Beauty is a lovely young woman who sees the best in everyone, including the Beast, and the two become close.
Daniel and Gabby, who plays Beauty, will sing a little of Could You Possibly Be My Friend?
A friend is a friend, no matter what the circumstance. Friends are people who care. A friend is a friend if you give them half a chance. A friend will always be there.
Will a friend be there no matter who or what you are, or what you may look like? For example, if I walk looking up with my mouth till I gape, could you possibly be my friend?
Possibly.
If I said that I drool and am quite doubtful, could you possibly be my friend?
Of course. It doesn't matter who or what you are. I would never ever condescend.
I see.
It doesn't matter how you may appear, for a friend is a friend is a friend.
Is that so? If I said that I snore and am quite dumb, or could you possibly be my friend?
Yes.
If I sneer.
Finally, we'll sing a song that is heard a few times throughout the show. It's called Fables and Fairy Tales.
Fables and fairy tales, a child's nursery rhyme, a parable, a fantasy, a tale as old as time.
We also hope that you'll join us in the Neighbor Helping Neighbor Service Project.
At Natick Drama Workshop, we've learned that we can make a difference in our community.
We're lucky to live in a town like Natick that is very supportive of everything kids do.
We want to encourage other middle school kids to give back to their community too.
Thank
you.
All right, so I've come to redeem myself and also thank you for that. That was really wonderful, and I understand now I'm prepared. So I know you have your shows coming up. It's November 8th, 9th, and 10th, correct? All right.
Yeah.
Would you believe it? I'm actually planning on going. I really love to come and see it, and you too should come. Don't you think everybody should come? We want everybody to come.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have worked really hard. I appreciate that. Along those lines, wow, you're the beast, huh? See how quick I am? Look at that. I understand that you guys have been busy outside of practicing and rehearsing. You've been collecting canned goods, I hear, and some items. So who'd like to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we all brought in at least one item, and by the end we raised 435.
435 items? That is amazing. That is incredible. Thank you so much. That is really awesome. High five, you guys. Thank you so much. So that's all different items of food.
Yeah.
And who was this? Who helped you raise the food? Who brought the food in, or how did that go?
It was Natick Drama Workshop.
Really? You guys just decided, let's do this and let's collect food?
Well, Cindy said that we should try to help the community, and we did.
Well, good for you. Don't you think we should look in the camera and tell everybody at home, if Natick Drama Workshop is doing it, you can too, huh? Right?
Yeah.
Yes, we want everybody to. So tell them, natickservicecouncil.org. We're in the home stretch, right?
Yep.
Yep, here we go. Are you Lumiere?
No.
Cogsworth. Play along, we're having fun here. It's live, right? We can have fun? We can laugh?
No.
We can have fun, it's good. So, all right, well, thank you guys, really. It's great for you to be here. I appreciate that. And we'll see you November 8th, 9th, and 10th. And also for the food drive, thank you. It means a lot to everybody, and you're helping all of your neighbors. Neighbors helping neighbors, right? Yeah. Thank you. All right, so let's hear from somebody else who's helping to lead the Natick Service Council. Let's hear who we have next.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Donham, Senior Program Officer at the Metro West Health Foundation. We are a private foundation which addresses the unmet health needs in the 25-town region of Metro West. We support the Natick Service Council's Heart Healthy Food Pantry, which provides healthier food options, lower sodium, reduced fat for low-income residents in Natick. I hope you'll give generously, and thank you for watching.
Wow, as our third annual telethon comes to an end, I want to take a few minutes to quickly thank a few people that are very important. First of all, I want to thank you, Peter, for your time tonight and being here. It's been really great. I appreciate it. It's been really helpful, and I appreciate your time and being here tonight. So thanks for being the to co-host with me.
It's my pleasure, and you know, it's for somebody who is not a Natick guy, as everybody knows, I did not go to Natick High School, but you really saw tonight what Natick is all about. I think you're going to see even more once we roll this one more time. We had a goal that we wanted to set. We still have time. You can still make that phone call, 508-655-1791. Jillian, it's been fun standing here, sharing the stage with you, and also kind of sort of looking at how all of us are intertwined. Want to also thank our very special guest, R&R.
Yes.
And for everybody at home. Yes, they used to be the Summer Street Band. Yes, they used to be Three of a Kind. Tonight, they were R&R, and that's Ron Taddeo and Richie Wood. Go see Ron downstairs in Optica. You know what I'm talking about. But you have another giveaway.
I do. I just want to quickly reference as well. If you've been around and watched, you've heard us talk about this is our 3rd annual. So the previous 2 years, I was so fortunate to get to learn from and be able to host alongside Susan Warnick. Many of us know Susan. She's the consummate professional, and she's been really fantastic to supporting the town of Natick, as well as the Service Council and our telethon.
And it's also important to understand, she will admit that she is a townie.
Oh, she's a townie. She's a self-proclaimed proud
through and through.
Natick through and through. But I just wanted to let everybody know that she was really excited to help us and to support this event the past couple of years. Tonight, she had a conflict in schedule, and it was a perfect time to bring Peter into the mix.
That's me.
So no blonde hair,
Nope.
but we had a good time anyway.
Yeah,
so I
it
just
was
wanted
fun.
to thank Susan Warnick for her past couple of years of helping. But shifting gears, you are correct. So as we had said, all the folks who have made donations tonight, online or calling the Service Council, your names have been put into this glass jar here through magic, and we're going to choose the next winner for. Let me tell you what you're winning. Once again, Distinctive Hospitality Group has stepped up, and there's another hotel package. This one is for the Verve, formerly known as the Crown Plaza. It's another overnight stay it's a brunch package for 2. So let's see who is going to win this. Some generous donor from tonight, and I just pulled the winner, and it's Robert Roth. Robert
Excellent.
Roth. Woohoo,
Yay,
Robert!
congratulations,
Yes.
Robert.
So Robert won. So if you're hearing this, Robert, congratulations. Call the Service Council, let them know. We'll make sure you make arrangements so you can get this. That'll be great. So thank you so much, Robert, for donating. Now, what should we do?
It's time.
It's time.
Yep.
It's time.
Yep.
Wow, 3 hours went by like this, didn't it?
It's amazing. This has been a fun time. We've seen a lot of people come through that have donated their time to be here. The biggest thing that we need to do is obviously thank all the corporations. You've seen the scroll on the TV that is all of the people that have made some very substantial donations. You've met some of them here. It's you people at home, though, that are helping us try to achieve our goal. What?
We just got a $3,000 anonymous donation.
That's amazing.
$3,000.
That is awesome. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Thank you very much.
I'm sending e-love and appreciation and e-hugs to this anonymous person.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Anonymous. We greatly appreciate.
Well, we'll leave it at
Yeah.
that. Mr. or Mrs.
Right.
Okay. Anonymous donor, thank you so much. So what does that mean? We're in the home stretch. Our goal for the top of the
right?
Our goal from the top of the night was 45,000. So I think it's about time for a little drum roll. Do we have
a drummer? So everyone here, make a drum noise. Ready?
There you go.
1, 2.
What do we have? Going once?
Somebody hit the button.
Oh!
Wow.
44,909.
Now, that math I can do. $81.
Oh, we got one?
What happened?
Oh my gosh, I'm so
we do it?
excited.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Can I put...
So did that put us over?
Live, right this moment, we just hit our goal of
Awesome.
45,000. Thank you, March.
Thank you.
Thank you. 100 over, $45,100. Thank you so much for everybody who has been a part of this. Pegasus, Randy, Jeff, everybody who's been here, floor director, everybody. You guys, Brian, have been amazing. Thank you to everybody at home. Peter, all of our sponsors. Again, if you haven't checked us out, natickservicecouncil.org, or you can find us on Facebook as well. I really appreciate the effort.
The other thing that's important to remember, Jillian has been a very behind-the-scenes force in terms of putting this together. But because we're closing down the telethon, doesn't mean that you can stop. Visit the website, make the phone call. They are more than happy. You heard from a whole bunch of people who have said that they're always looking in need. Greg Tatuni was here also saying that there is probably now a bigger need. So, think about it as we head into the holiday season, that if you have those organizations that you're thinking about or who you want to make a donation to, very seriously think about the Natick Service Council. Even though the telethon has come to an end and we have reached our goal, it doesn't mean that you can stop giving. You met Mikey Machin, one of the kids at the high school who's been donating his time. Any of the kids that that I'm saying to the kids that know me, make that donation.
We just got another 50. I just got another text message right now, $50 more. So
there you go.
Thank you.
That's fantastic.
I think it's a good way to wrap up. So thank you to everybody. Applause to everybody here. Thank you once again for joining the 3rd annual Natick Service Council Telethon. Thank you to all the businesses for supporting this and the generosity of the entire community. So thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. And we're all done. # thank you very much.
We all had fun. It was fun.
It was fun.
One quick question.